So if you want to do that famous ship with its aircraft, perfect accessory pack. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and today I'm going to be looking at one of the accessory kits from Trumpeter. This particular set of the 350 scale aircraft. So this is of the B-25B bombers. They were quite often used in World War II by the US. Now this particular set is an accessory for the aircraft carriers, or you can even use them as a small diorama piece by themselves. These will look absolutely fantastic if you put them on the deck of the USS Hornet aircraft carrier as part of the Doolittle Raid. So if you don't know about the Doolittle Raid, just after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Americans wanted to hit back on the Japanese because the Japanese thought they were impenetrable. So Doolittle decided to get a bunch of Mitchells, and you can just see them here. You got this nice little window there showing all the parts. And he got 16 of them, bunched them up on the Hornet, and the Hornet was totally packed on the landing deck with these huge aircraft. And they launched off without any fighter escort, went into Tokyo, bombed Tokyo, and then ditched or tried to land in China. So okay, so I've got this opened up now. Let's have a close look inside. All right, so you see here, we've got our display piece here. So there's one single sprue. Oh, there's a bit that's just broken off. It's part of the clear parts. There's one single sprue there that you see through the window of the boxing. But there's actually a packet there full of different ones. Okay, there's also a set of decals as well. All right, so inside we've got, let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and with this one you get 10 aircraft. So if you wanted to do the Doolittle Raid, you'll need 2 packs of these. I'm not too sure if the Trumpeter 350 scale Hornet does come with any. If it does come with 6, then you only need this pack to make up the 16. Okay, so rather than open this up, because they're all identical anyway, let's have a closer look at this one here. Okay, so we've got multiple pieces here to make the actual aircraft. Now 350 scale is a very small scale. If you can imagine, a figurine is probably going to stand 2 mil tall. So 2 mil is probably about like this. And then you've got the wing sections here, engine nacelles, the fronts of the engines. You've got the top of the aircraft, and then there's the base of the aircraft, and you'll see a little turret there as well. You've got clear parts here. So you see how there's multiple colors molded here. There's the gray for the bulk of the aircraft. You've got clear parts for all the canopies and such. And then there's black parts here. You've got propellers, and looks like a couple of turrets there as well. If I unclip this. Okay, so there's a bit that I broke off as I was opening it. Whoops. All right, so there you go. Let's see if I can get this zoom in here. And let's just do a bit of sharpening up. There we go. All right. So this is the best way to look at this sort of stuff because it is so tiny. All right, so you've got the base of the fuselage just there. Got the top fuselage, you can see the big opening there for the cockpit. Got engine nacelles, so the twin engine bomber, the B-25, and then you've got the fronts there. I know it's not normally called fronts, but I just can't remember at the moment what the name of that is. It'll come to me. You've got the wings. Okay, so if we flip around, this is the points where the engines are located. So horizontal, they're vertical stabilizers, horizontal. Then you've got the clear parts for the cockpit. There's another bit there. Okay, so there's 3 clear parts. And then we get into these parts here. So the black, maybe black on black's not the best, but let's see if I can do this. A bit easier to see. There's the backing of the decal. You've got the propellers. You can see how fine the propellers are. And then you've got a few bits there. Okay, there could be engine parts, I'm not too sure, but we'll have a look at the instruction manual in a second. But you can see how there's panel lines as well, just on that horizontal stabilizer. Let's get these decals out of the way. Oh, let's have a quick look. So a bit hard to see, but they've got the protective tissue on the top of them. So you've got little roundels for all the aircraft. And then you can see the wings too, how they've got some really fine detail too. So just with a washing, get those panel lines coming up really nicely. So absolutely beautiful for little kit. Okay, so let's put this aside. Get the zoom off again. All right, so there's a box and the instructions are actually on the back of the box. Okay, so you can see the nacelles, they're being put onto the wing section. You've got the wings which are sandwiched between the top half and the bottom half of the fuselage. And then, okay, those black bits are actually the undercarriage. And then you've got a horizontal stabilizer going on, all your cockpit components, the fronts of the engines, the nose of the glass nose going on, and then propellers, then your vertical stabilizers. And there's your decals there, all the different ones. Okay, and that's it. So that's the B-25. These are the bombers in 1:350 scale that are an accessory pack to suit the 1:350 scale Trumpeter Hornet. Or actually, yeah, it would be for the Hornet because it's the Hornet that they launched them off for the Doolittle Raid. So if you want to do that famous ship with its aircraft, perfect accessory pack. 10 in a packet and it has super detail.